Namaskar. In today's video, we will be discussing about my experience of the Surya Kriya program. So after I completed my inner engineering program in Ottawa, that was the time I left Ottawa and moved to Toronto. So it was about April 2019, Surya Kriya in Toronto was happening. So I registered for it. It had been 1 year of practicing Shambhavi Mahamudra and it was really showing great results to me. But I needed some other practice of Hatha Yoga specifically. So Sadhguru has talked about it in so many videos and articles about what is the importance of doing Hatha Yoga in a spiritual seeker's life. Hatha Yoga, as seen in the world today, it is not for your physical fitness. It is not an exercise. It is a spiritual process, but it also makes your physical body and your mind ready for the higher possibilities in spiritual path. So for one who really wants to know the source of life within him, he wants to move in the spiritual dimensions higher and higher. He needs some stable foundation for that, for his body and for his mind. And that is what Hatha Yoga is about. Sadhguru has also talked about the word Hat and what does it mean. Ha and Tha. Ha means the sun, Tha means the moon. And this process of Hatha Yoga is a method to align our bodies, our systems to the cosmic geometry of the sun and the moon. So once our bodies and the minds are in align with both these objects which determine most of the lives on this planet, a human being functions much more efficiently. So where the Shambhavi Mahamudra was a 4-day program, here the Surya Kriya was just 1-day program and 2 sessions, morning session and an evening session. So the morning session was from 8 to 12 and the evening session was from 4 to 8. So the venue was about 40 to 45 minutes far from my home. So I had to change 2 buses to reach there. Once I reached the venue, I got reminded of the Shambhavi Mahamudra experience. Because even if the volunteers were different, the way they were with us, with the participants, was the same. So with their warm welcome, I entered the hall. There were about 20 to 25 participants who were going to learn the Surya Kriya. So in the morning 8 o'clock sharp, program started. First, they showed us some videos of Sadhguru, which are not on YouTube, but about Surya Kriya. And he explains in detail what Surya Kriya is and why one should do that. So Sadhguru says that Surya Namaskar came from Surya Kriya. Surya Kriya is much more elaborate practice from which, to simplify it, Surya Namaskar was made. Today most of the people might know what Surya Namaskar is, but I had a chance to know what Surya Kriya is. Then Sadhguru differentiates between Surya Kriya, Surya Shakti and Surya Namaskar. So in this tree, Surya Shakti is more towards your physical well-being. Surya Namaskar has a tinge of spirituality into it, but it is also more towards your physical and your mental well-being. Whereas Surya Kriya specifically is for your spiritual growth and spiritual well-being. So we were told that there are 21 steps in the whole Surya Kriya practice and we need to do one cycle of the practice in 21 minutes. So in the first session, one after the other, they started to teach us the steps. So in the first go, it just appeared like Surya Namaskar. Because I was aware of Surya Namaskar, I tried to do it once or twice in my life. But slowly when the practice evolved, I came to know that this is completely different. The breathing patterns which we need to follow in Surya Kriya is the main basis to this. There are specific methods in which you need to breathe while doing the practice. And this makes the practice a spiritual possibility. So there were about 7 to 8 steps which were taught to us in the first session. Today, it seems so easy to me. I can just do it anytime without thinking what is the next step. But at that time, those 7 steps also, the first session, I was really scared that I won't be able to remember this because it was too quick and too fast to learn all this together. But Isha Hatha Yoga teacher always told, don't worry about this. You will remember it when you go home. And seriously, they are right. So at 12, there was a 4-hour break. We need to come back at 4 p.m. So I went to a nearby coffee shop, sat there, ate something. So around 3, I was back to the venue. I was not able to do my Shambhavi Mahamudra in the mornings, so I completed my practice over here. So the second session started and the Hatha Yoga teacher started to explain one after the other steps. And at the same time, we were asked to perform them and practice them. So till 6 p.m., the whole Surya Kriya practice was taught to us. All the steps and all the breathing patterns. The next 2 hours were just to review the whole process and to try and make it a part of our systems. So they give you time frames in which you can ask questions to the Hatha Yoga teacher and you can clarify any of your doubts if you have one. In the final hour of the program, the teacher goes through each and every step and explains in detail about what should be done in that posture and what the breathing pattern should be. So this final hour is really important if you miss something. And after that, the teacher concluded the program. I am not going in detail about the steps and the postures, because if you want to learn this, it is really important that you should go there and learn it by your own self. This might look like a physical practice that has been taught over there, but there is something in the energy level happening there. This is what Sadhguru says, that there is much more things happening here than you understand. And that's why it is important to experience something firsthand. When I was leaving out of the venue, I just saw it was pouring rain. I had brought a winter jacket with me, but it was not capable of stopping rain. In the cold of Canada, I reached home wet, but it was worth it. Really. The next day in the morning, I woke up early. I went to the preparatory asanas, and after that, I stood and started the Surya Kriya. And to my wonder, I was able to complete the whole Surya Kriya without opening my eyes or without stopping to think that which is the next step and how many breaths should I take in each step. So this is how Isha does work. You might be unsure, your mind might be unsure. The life inside you, it knows what to do, which steps to do, and it will make you do that. And this is the reason that I am so fond of Isha and Sadhguru, because I have experienced them working in ways which are not logical. So now about my experiences of the Surya Kriya. In just 1 month of performing the Surya Kriya, the stability and the balance in my body and in my mind was really enhanced. It was so powerful that for some time I was partial towards Surya Kriya rather than the Shambhavi Mahamudra. But it took time for me to understand that Surya Kriya was making my experience of the Shambhavi Mahamudra also enhance. My mind was much more in control of me. My emotions were balanced. I was getting better in handling situations which rather would put me back. My body became much more relaxed. If I would sit somewhere, I would just sit. My body will create least amount of resistance for any work to do. The energy levels in my body just raised. I was getting tired less often. The need for food was going down, and my body was becoming much more flexible than before. In any of such practices, there are 2 types of mandalas. One is the 40-day mandala. The second is the 6 months mandala. So the 40-day mandala works when you do a specific practice which you are initiated into twice a day for 40 days continuously. This completes a mandala for you. If you are not able to do this for 40 days twice a day, then you can do it once a day for 6 months. If you lose one single day in the middle, you need to start again. In the 40-day mandala, if you lose one single day in the middle, you need to start the 40-day mandala again. Surya Kriya is an individual program. You don't need to have completed the Shambhavi Mahamudra to get initiated into Surya Kriya. If you are someone who wants to stabilize his mind and bring it to more balance, or else you want physical strength or physical fitness or flexibility, you surely need to consider doing Surya Kriya, because this will work on the spiritual level also and make your body resilient too. There is a link in the description below from which you can know that where the next Surya Kriya program is happening near your place and at what time and which date. I really wish that most people can take this opportunity and make the mind and the bodies much more vibrant and stable. If you have any other questions regarding the Surya Kriya practice, you can tell me in the comments below. So Surya Kriya is just a small part from the science of Hatha Yoga. Another process from the Hatha Yoga is the Yogasanas, and this was the next program I participated in. The next video will be about my experiences of the Yogasanas program. See you in the next video. Thank you. Namaskaram.